Hi everybody and welcome to this week's Tarocchi-Play. This week I am going to use the Alchemical Visions Tarot. This deck I've had for a while. It's an extremely complex deck, and so because of that I'm only going to pull one card this week just to give us some foresight for the upcoming week. Now these cards are absolutely huge. This is a standard deck. You can see how much bigger they are. So just bear with me while I shuffle them because it's not easy. So I'm going to ask the tarot, what do we need to pay attention to this week? What insight can the tarot provide us with this amazing deck full of wisdom and alchemy? So let me just connect with the deck. I did my best to shuffle there. Okay, I'll cut this deck. And I'll take this top card. We'll place that down for a moment. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands here, we see a three-headed figure. Now, this is representing Hecate. Now, Hecate is a goddess, and she's known for witchcraft, ghosts, and magic. She's also known for the moon. She represents the moon in that she has these multiple faces, just like the moon. Hecate here is holding an orb, and within it, I don't know if you can see, there is a tree. So this is the tree of life. Now, the tree of life in this regard within the orb is going to represent the perpetual flow of life and death, the transitional, always moving, nothing ever remains the same. And we actually see that representation as well, because above her head here, you'll see there are 8 laurel wreaths. Now, the wreaths, if you think of the number 8 on its side, it represents the lemniscate, and that's the same message as this tree in this orb. Now, below Hecate here, and by the way, Hecate is also known for crossroads. So it's about coming to a crossroads and trying to decide which direction to move in. As per the 3 heads, should we go straight? Should we go left? Should we go right? So below her here, we have these male figures. They're kind of twins, and these are representing a doubled Hercules. Now you can tell that because he's wearing this lion skin. And in effect, he has just killed the lion, which was a momentous task and something he didn't think he'd be able to do. And even though he succeeded, he clubbed the lion to death with his clubs, which were the ones in this suit. He's a little upset about it because, it's not great to be taking a life. But the clubs are now sprouting. Look at this. They have all of these leaves growing out of them. So there's a sense of that creative flow here, this creativity, the fecundity of life. He's upset that he killed the lion, but yet it has provided an opportunity for newness, for a new growth. Now, this person in the background here is representing the traveler. So that is you, that is me, that is us asking this particular tarot deck for its message this week. So essentially, what this is saying is in the Two of Wands, if this week you come across something that seems outrageously impossible or extremely negative. Remember, Hecate being the goddess of magic and ghosts and witchcraft, she has a tendency to be a little bit negative. So in order to know whether she's being positive or negative, we can also look here. There is the symbol for Venus. Now, Venus is the symbol for love, the planet of love. And so we're thinking in this regard, she's actually being extremely positive. So if this week we come across something pretty horrendous, something we're not sure we can achieve, or something that really upsets us, maybe we get triggered and we just don't know what to do. Remember love, as Hecate is expressing here. Remember the cycle of life as expressed with the tree of life and the killing of the lion and the fecundity of the sprouting leaves. Remember, as Hecate is suggesting, there is always a crossroads where we can stop and pause and think, what's the opposing force? What are we thinking negative right now? Because there's always a positive on the other side. And that's the essence of this message this week. Constantly focus on what the issue is and consider its opposite, and it may give us that incentive to move forward in the right direction. So it's a pretty cool card. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye now.